This light-skinned albino came on the internet and told the story 3 different times. The first time was, I asked this nigga for some money, like he was my people, and he came and whispered in my ear, like, oh, you want the money, you gotta do this, this, and that. Then, when your story wasn't getting picked up how you wanted it to get picked up, you juiced it up. And you spiced it the fuck up. And now it's, oh yeah, he pulled out, yeah, he was high and he pulled out his meat. You said 2 different stories. And what the crazy shit is.
Hey y'all. So Cardi B decided to go at Chris Blake over his alleged sexual allegations against her man, Stefon Diggs, but Chris wasn't having it. So he clapped back. And now things are getting out of hand. And we're going to talk about it. My name is Capricorn Rose. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. So Cardi B takes to spaces to express her grievances with the situation and how the media is allegedly scripting a fake narrative of her baby daddy, claiming that Chris has changed his story twice and basically he's lying. Now we all know that Stefon sued Chris first. He sued him first for defamation, and this was in 2025. Chris then countersued, and that's when he alleged the essay allegations against Stefon. But Cardi's not liking that. She's not liking it. My question to you guys is, why did it take 2 years for Stefon to decide to sue this man? Was everything quiet from 2023 up into 2025? Or was Chris going around on a fucking campaign trying to ruin this guy's name? I don't know. But Cardi B had a lot to say. Let's go ahead and take a look.
This man is suing somebody else because they lied on them so bad, and they're trying to prove to the world that what this person said is a lie. And I don't like how everything has been on the internet from the beginning. This light-skinned albino came on the internet and told the story 3 different times. The first time was, I asked this nigga for some money, like he was my people, and he came and whispered in my ear, like, oh, you want the money, you gotta do this, this, and that. Then, when your story wasn't getting picked up how you wanted it to get picked up, you juiced it up. And you spiced it the fuck up. And now it's, oh yeah, he pulled out, yeah, he was high and he pulled out his meat. You said 2 different stories. And
Okay, so in my opinion, that wasn't 2 different stories. The first story was he asked him for some money. Stefon whispered in his ear and he told him he needed to do this, this, and that. But when that didn't work, now Stefon pulled out his meat and he was jacking off, playing with it, and what, wanting him to go down on him. It doesn't sound like a different story to me. It sounds like the first time he talked about it, he just didn't say exactly what it is that Stefon wanted him to do. The second account of it just sounds like he filled in the blanks to what this, and that was. I don't know, but you guys tell me what y'all think. It doesn't sound like 2 different stories to me. It sounded like the story had progressed and that Chris filled in the blanks. But I don't know.
the crazy
Let's
shit
go,
is
y'all.
that bloggers and people that's supposed to be making their research are not even doing their research to see how this man did the story 2 different sides. Said the stories 2 different ways. Then on top of that, and I don't give a fuck. I can talk about it because I'm not the one I'm not getting sued. I don't got nothing to do with it. I'm not even involved with the nigga. It's just the fact that it's like everybody, it's not fair. And it's like, it's kind of sick because it's like, how much can a person take? What happened if somebody commits suicide? What happens to that? Because when somebody was lying on my name and people was calling me all types of names for 2-3 years until I prove in court the truth, that shit had me fucking going crazy.
Well, Stefan's not suicidal, so he's not going to come out and kill himself. He's too busy running around here being sexually active, having all these children, having it his way, so he's not going to commit suicide. So, Cardi, why are you even speaking on it? You weren't even there. You were not there. Where are you getting your facts from? How do you know that this didn't happen? Just because he told the story slightly different on two different occasions? Let's go.
So imagine when somebody imagine a nigga being such a hater, you steal from somebody, you hate the fact that they didn't forgive you because you stole from them. You didn't like everybody around your circle knew that you stole. So what you did, you went and you put the worst allegations, worst allegation on a man. I never seen another man want to be involved so much with have those allegations with another man. Not only that, I never seen a man be obsessed with another man like that.
So Chris has done several interviews, and in these said interviews, his story hasn't wavered. He said that on that night of May in 2023, after he rejected Stefon's advances, he was kicked out of Stefon's house, stripped butt naked. He left out of there without any shoes or anything. What did he steal? Was he stealing money? What did he steal? And then Stefon allegedly sends his brother and his brother's two friends over to Chris's house. I'm assuming to quote unquote retrieve the stolen goods. But what we saw with our own two eyes, what we witnessed was that they stole that man. They stole Chris's purse. They took his keys and went in his home and did whatever they did. And I'm trying to figure out, what did he steal? But I will say this, Cardi, because I think you're coming from a space of some secondhand information that you got from your baby daddy. And sis, he didn't already made you look like a fool throughout these streets. Why are you defending him? How can you believe him? I know maybe him being your baby daddy and you probably feel foolish because maybe you didn't want to have a baby by a bisexual man, allegedly. But that's the case, sis. So coming out here doing this rant, trying to save face, is really making you look bad. There's nothing that you can say to defend him. It's going to the court of law. Let the judge decide. Let the judge decide, if you ask me. That's my opinion. But y'all tell me what y'all think. Do you guys think that Cardi's getting this information from Stefon? Because she wasn't there. In 2023, uh, it has been said that Stefon Diggs was in another relationship with someone else. Was Cardi around? I know she got with the nigga when she was still married and had a baby by the nigga when she was still married. But did it go that far back? I don't know. Anyway, Chris got wind of it and he had a couple things to say. Let's go, y'all.
Cardi don't know shit. Not no disrespect to her, and all respect to her soon to be ex-husband, as that's my homie for real. This girl is being led by a man down a dark path, dignitized, if you will. I have no idea what is going on in her mind, but she should probably reel it in and start creating some distance with their baby daddy. The shared baby daddy. I ain't got nothing for him, champ. But what I will do is stand on my own. But the second you decide to start speaking on my name, you become involved. That's why the tweet came down. Don't get to hit me talking about who lied on who and this and that and that. Only speak in matters of fact when you speak on CBski. Other than that, shut your ass the fuck up. Take your ass to Walmart and stand outside right by the floral arrangements and the greeters and all of the above. You want to pop some ass while you pregnant? Do your motherfucking thing. But what you won't do is play with my name on a platform to millions of people as if I'm less credible than that of the truth.
See, this is what I mean. Now shit has got it and got ugly. Now he's talking about you popping pussy while you pregnant, talking about you being digmatized and all this and all that. Girl, sit this one out, sis. Sit this one out. You can't now look. You probably helped save him from Chef Bay. Doesn't mean that we don't believe Chef Bay. I believed her. I believed her. She just happened to lose in court. But I don't know, not one person in my life, and maybe y'all do, drop down in the comments to let me know, that has been constantly accused of the same types of things over and over and over again. And all of the shit ain't true. All of it's not true. Yeah, I'm having a hard time. I'm having a hard time with that. I I don't really think he's lying about everything. I'm just a bit boggled as to why did it take so long for Stefon to file charges. If this man came out lying on you in 2023, why didn't you in turn in 2023 sue the nigga for defamation. See, but there's more to the story. Listen to what Chris had to say. Let's go, y'all.
I box him. I would box him. As far as some paper, this ain't about no paper, bro. If he I'll say this. He
So
attempted
if
to
he
settle
said,
behind closed doors.
if he said drop your
Did you hear what I just
lawsuit,
said?
what you do what?
Did you hear what I just said?
No,
I
say
said he attempted to settle behind closed doors.
he did.
He did. He attempted to settle behind closed doors. No dice.
Stefon Diggs,
Attempted to settle behind closed doors.
the Diggler, attempted, because you know Cardi B going to tell us like tomorrow.
You want me to send you the demand letter?
Now, Barty, I wonder, did you know that? If this is true. But I mean, he's doubling down on it. He's saying that Stefan has tried to settle this case behind closed doors, which is mind boggling to me because Stefan is the one who initiated the lawsuit for defamation and Chris countersued with the SA allegations. So this is getting wild. This is getting wild. I really think, Cardi, you should just sit this one out and, like Chris said, create some distance in between you and the Diggler. Because you can't help him at this point. There's nothing that you can do. It might be a bit embarrassing and a bit humiliating, but it is what it is. Let's just look at one last thing that Chris had to say. Let's go.
One little gap that I was missing in my whole ordeal, the chink in my armor was fulfilled. You see what I'm saying? Like, he tied all that together. She jumps out there trying to defend her man, and I get it. Like, it is what it is. At the end of the day, you got a #1 album you promoting. You trying to be the black version of Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. Atlantic ain't really putting too much dollars and cents behind your project. You out here shaking ass at Walmart, this and that. Like, it is what it is. You got to promote a project. I get it. But at the end of the day, ththese babies that's coming down the pipeline, and I want to be mindful because I'm speaking about kids that's going to grow up one day and potentially hear something like this. But bro, it's mad babies coming out at one time. Like, she don't look like she's in this picture perfect relationship if we just keeping it tall. Like, it's mad news circulating every single day revolving this man. So it ain't like he's her knight in shining armor coming to save the day. She just made a statement about it not even being about cheating, basically saying that he gonna cheat, Holmes gonna cheat, not to mention other Holmes' name, but she tolerates it over here because she's tired of what was going on over there. If y'all fill in the blanks and catch my drift. So with that being said, it ain't like she naive. Even though she is naive, you can't tell me when she made that statement with all of these babies rolling out at the same time that her pregnancy is rolling out and she talking about, I guess it's just our baby daddy, that she feel like she in this picture perfect relationship, Russell Wilson, Sierra. That's not the case, Holmes. We know this. So with that said, you want to operate off blind delusion, operate off blind delusion. But the second you pull my name into it, you got the CCB. And now you CCB.
Well, damn. Yeah, Cardi, just go ahead and sit this one out. You're not going to be able to save face on this one. You got linked up with this man with all these skeletons in his closet. He has all this stuff going on in his life. And now you're attached to him. I'm sure it's embarrassing. I'm sure it is. But some things are better left unsaid. Don't try to speak to his defense because what the past has showed us is that he's not an honest man. He's not an honest man. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Because Chris is spitting. And his story isn't changing it, in my opinion. Drop down in the comments, y'all. Let me know what y'all think. Talk to me. I'll talk back. Until next time, y'all. Peace.